Hey everybody, Hamish of Taksha here, and welcome to what I think this video is going to be called The Way of Life. So, what I've made here is this. I've put this on a whiteboard of things that will or will not happen. Well, not really will not, it will happen, but still. So, we have you were born. Yeah. Then you have his 7th birthday, that was just a random number I picked, because it's a kid, and you're not a teenager. 13th birthday, start of being a teen. 16th birthday, start of being a young adult. 20th birthday, you're officially an adult. 25th birthday, you're still an adult, and so on. So from there it goes 30th, 35th, 40th, 45th, 50th, 55th, 65th, 75th, 85th, and then you're dead or you're still alive, which means you live on to 95 or 100. So yeah, and my video is actually running alright, so hopefully you guys get to see this better. It might have a little bit low HD, but who gives a shit? Not me, that's for sure. Okay, now, but as we all know, that isn't just the way life goes. Hence this. This is another whiteboard that I've done, where you start from born and you get to dead still alive. So it's like a little board game. So let's play the game. So we're starting off with the 7th birthday. Yeah, see? Starting off with the 7th birthday. And then we're gonna put that into that. No, seeing as you're a kid, unless you're in like Africa or Saudi Arabia or something like that. Well, not really Saudi Arabia, but Afghanistan and all that sort of shit. Unless you're a kid there, which we're not going to classify that yet because we're in England, so we don't need to worry about that. Well, we will eventually, but still, you get what I mean. So, when you're 7th birthday, when you're a kid, you're supposed to have fun. So, we put that down. Have fun. Yeah? Right. Supposed to have fun. Yeah, can you see that there? See, 7th birthday, have fun. Now, concluding on if we go to teenagers, it's gonna be fun and interesting. So teenage years, let's put 13th birthday. Let's put on this one, shit happens. Let's put on this one, shit happens. Yeah. Put on that one. Shit happens. Because when you're 13, a lot of stuff happens. For example, you're just starting teenagers, meaning you're going into high school. Well, some people can go into high school when they're 12, like I did, but then I got 13 when I was later on. But you go into high school knowing nothing. You have to have new friends, new lessons, new teachers, pretty much new everything. And you may start to worry about all this because you may start to worry, what if people don't like me, or what happens if people don't accept me for who I am, or something like that. Or something like that. Yeah? You may start to think that. Now, this is just the start of something big. Now, this could be anxiety, and it also could be depression. But is that we in the talk show business? Is what we in the talk show business? Let me just write it down for you. So we in the talk show business call mental illnesses. That is where that is genuine. That is where that is generally started. Trust me, it can start younger. Because you may have abusive parents or something like that. So trust me, it can start younger. But we're gonna just say that it hasn't started younger, and we are gonna say that it's just started now. So this is the time 13 to, I'm gonna say 15 because 16 is next day. So from that age, you tend not really to know anything because you're just going into a new school, so you don't really know who you want to be by then. So you don't even know what job you want. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. I don't know. I knew I didn't. I only found out my job when I was in year 9, and I thought, this is what I want to do. Just a heads up for those who don't know, I want to be a radio presenter. Picked the right subject for it, so it should be good. Anyway, so this is when shit starts to happen. So start of mental illnesses. The next big thing, and I know it says on their 16th birthday, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 15 to 16th birthday. Also, I think I want to mention on the 13th, when you turn to a teen, you also start to develop hormones, which is puberty, meaning you may want to have sex a lot more. Boys in my school, I'm talking to you, and and the girls as well. Yeah, I know what happens. So, 15 to 16 birthday, I'm gonna put her exam times. Yeah, see it there? Exam times. See it there? Yeah. Now, Pat, I need you. Now, exam time. Now, you may have had stress before about getting new friends and that, but now it's time to stop all that, and now it's time to start worrying about exams. Yeah? So let's say that you just had a GCSE exam. The GCSE exams that we go through ultimately depend. Not really ultimately depend, but they pretty much evaluate our whole life because our GCSEs make sure we have a job, pretty much. If we don't get them, then we do get a second chance, but you have to go through another 2 or another year of learning shit that you've already learnt. For example, you're going to have to go through maths again. You're going to have to go through English again. You're going to have to go through French, science, all that fucking bullshit that you've already been through. And you'll also have your extra coursework that you'll be catching up on in college. Apprenticeship, or sixth form. Yeah, you'll have all that to deal with as well. And you also have the element of, I've worked it off, I have, mental illnesses. Now, when you get into teenagers, they can be a lot more complicated, I guess, because there's different ones affect not really who we are as a person, but who we kind of want to be. What I mean by this is, so with me, what happened was depression kind of took over my life because of my ex. Me and my ex split up, and a bunch of other things which I'm not allowed to mention because it's on the internet and I'm not allowed to mention it. But me and my ex broke up. Now this did add on to the already depression, so yeah. I hid it. So by this I mean I put on a happy face and I didn't let anything get in my way. Put on a happy face, but I feel shit on the inside. It's pretty much what I had. There was also something called Black Dog Syndrome, which I've talked to you about in many of my videos. But yeah, But going off that topic now, because we're not here to talk about, we're not all day here to talk about fucking, not all, yeah, we're not all, we're not here all day to talk about fucking teenagers. Yeah, even though the teenagers are hard, trust me, there are some good times in news. For example, you turn the age of over 18, meaning you're allowed to drink legally. I know we already drink already, but still. We are 16, you're allowed to have consent, which I know that most of the boys and most of the girls in my school have already been having sex since they were 12 or 13, so, you know, I know a lot of shit. So we're gonna go on to the next one now, which is 20th. 20th birthday. Now, what this consists of is the start of life, pretty much. So I'm gonna put this. Because once you turn this age, you from once you turned 18, because then you leave college. For me, it's not that. For me, it's I leave college and I go get an apprenticeship. For some of you, maybe you leave college and then you get a job. So you'll be in and out of jobs. It's by the time at 20 when you may want to start taking things to the next level. By this I mean either, say, if you have a girlfriend, then you may want to get married, or you may want to have a child. I don't know. Okay, it's your life. This is what you guys do. But it's pretty much the start. Then we go on to the 25th birthday. Now, not a lot happens. I'm gonna say there's not a lot happened in the 20s because you're just starting out. I mean, yeah, you could have a breakup, which may cause a lot of shit. You may get divorced if you've been married. You may have a child, which may put on more and more stress. Yeah. And then we get to the 30s. I'm going to put an S there. Hold on. Hopefully that doesn't look like a 305. Better not be. Yeah, see that? 30s. Hold on. I'm going to try and make this not look like a 5. Because a 5, I don't know. There we go, yeah, if I make it bigger than all than the numbers, then that should be fine. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, the 30s. Now, I put 30 and 35th because that's just going through the 30s, right? I'm also going to put 35s. Yeah, 35s, 30s, 35s. Now, you may, in the 30s, you may develop a divorce. So, we're going to put that down. We're going to put that down. We're going to have a divorce now. We are also going to put job issues. Because as we all know, you don't stay in a job forever. We're also going to put bills as well. Okay. We are also going to put bills in the 35s. And we are also going to put child issues. Okay. Now, we are now going to put 40s. Okay. Still keeping on track here. We're also going to put 45s. Okay. Now, once you get into your 40s, well, actually no, it's once you get into your 50s that you may start to feel old. Your 40s is the start of being old. So let me put the start. The start of feeling old. The start of feeling old. Hold on. So I have a cold. Yeah, so 40s are start of feeling old. 45s is like midlife crisis. There's also like that with the 50s as well, but you know that much. So let me just put this. Yeah, you gonna see that? Yeah. It's also like that with the 50s. Okay? It's like that with the 50s as well. Now we get into the 55s. We also get into the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Now, by the time of 70s, you have hopefully retired. So I'm going to put that in both. Yeah, going to put that in both, 70s and 80s. Hopefully you've retired by then. For the 55s, you are still in a midlife crisis. It's partly. You're partly still in a midlife crisis. Let me put partly. '60s, I don't know, put it down there. Relaxed. Now, then you're dead or still alive. Now, don't get me wrong. Once you get 60, it's not just like, oh, that's it now. You don't have any stuff to it. Trust me, you do. Even though you may not have any stuff to shoot. Oh, hold on. We do that. What happened then? Yeah, right. So if we I've done that now. So I've got the from born to 45s, round about right. From the 50s to the 80s, I could be wrong because lives play out differently. But from what I've seen, this is the way life goes. You're born. You're a kid, have fun. You're 13th, shit happens. You may go out partying or something like that. 15, 16 birthday, exam times. Pretty much start getting your head fucking motherfucking down. Yeah? So our mocks. We have a mock tomorrow by any chance. Yeah? We have a writing mock for French. We also have an English language. 20th birthday, the start. 25th, is still the start. 30s, bills, divorce, job issues. 35s, child issues, bills. 40s, the start of feeling old. Yeah? That's when you start to feel old because you know eventually you will become old. 45, you're in a midlife crisis. You're in the middle of a life. 50s, old and a midlife crisis. 55s, partly still in a midlife crisis. 60s could be a bit relaxed now. You may still have time for yourself, but you may be relaxed now. 70s and 80s, you're retired, hopefully. If you're now retired, well done to you. Yeah, you're still working at the age of 70 or 80. Yeah, to still be working at that time, at that age, is amazing. The only way I could see me working at 70 or 80 is if it was voluntary. That's the only way I could see me working at the age of 70 or 80. Yeah, that is the only motherfucking way I could see me working. Gonna get a fucking wrapper off. Fucking hell. Yeah, I like cutting myself. Yeah, I like cutting myself. Cutting myself is fun. You can see I'm living a great life. Making a fucking YouTube video about fucking the way life goes. My life is obviously going great. That's when I cut my finger up. So, yeah. So, this is the way the life goes. No, it doesn't always end like this. So, people are just like, holy shit, we're actually gonna die like this. It doesn't always end like that. You know, you might not even have a divorce when you get to the age of 30. Yeah. You may still be in a relationship. You may be in a relationship until you're fucking 50. Or even when you're old. Even when you're old. Which, if you are, and you do that. Which, if you are, and you do that. If you're still in a relationship when you're old, then you did something right. Yeah, you did something right. Still in a job when you're old. You're definitely doing something right. Ooh, that's one nasty cut. That's not farm at all. It's one nasty cut, though. Anyway, this video is called the Way of Life. I'm gonna have to go get a tissue for that somewhere. This video is called the Way of Life. I hope you enjoyed. I did. I really hope you enjoy, you guys. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And as always, I will talk to you all later. Peace out.